SK motorcyclists for fitting the accessories and service of the bike. Hi friends, now we are in SKM service. Now this is Mr. Shiva. Shiva, inge parunga. Now we are going to fix the lights. First we are going to see the position, like in which position it will look good with the bike. See, these are the lights and the electricals, the fitment parts. So these are the instructions, warranty and all that stuff. Extensions and couplers and the clamps. These are the clamps. Bolts and nuts. And stickers and the warranties and yeah, these are the stickers and the warranty card. Yeah, and the clamp, one more clamp, the fourth clamp I believe. Yeah, sure. Okay. So we are sorting out the clamps and the nuts and bolts. To do the wiring, so in order to do the proper wiring from the main cable. So we have to remove the tank. Now the tank is being removed. Now we are doing the wiring for the BAGA lights. So these are the right and the left main lights.
This is right.
Right and the left. right and the left.
Is
So and this is the main wiring. So the wiring is being carried out, and it is going through the main cable. So the next is the there is the connector over here. So it goes to the switch. So the switch will fix the switch. This is the switch. So this will be routed under the handlebar and under the fork, and it will come along the handlebar. So actually there are two cables, one for the lights and one for the switch. So this is the switch to on and off the lights. So this will be coming near the handlebar on the right side along with the other switch accessories. And the main cable from the lights will come under the seat where we are going to fix the PDM. So now we have planned the framework for the light switch. So it has been taken, and it is coming along with the main switches. This is the cable for the original cable, stock cable for the lights, and this is the cable for the BAGA lights. So it will come along with the main switch, and it will come next to the switch controls as you see. Now we have planned to fix the BAGA lights in the fork on the first bolt. So now we have removed the nuts, and this is the clamp that has been given along with the BAGA lights.
lights clamp. This lights clamp
So this is the light. This is how it's going to be fixed.
and spacer.
We are going to put a spacer and then
And
the bolt. We are going to fix the long bolt along with the clamp given with the lights, and there is a spacer also. We are going to fix a spacer so that it doesn't have any friction with the fork. The fork guard, yeah. So this is how it's going to be fixed. So now the light is going to be in place. Very important. Now we are going to put the thread paste
Vibration.
in order to avoid the vibrations on the screws and the bolts.
Lace போட சொல்லிருங்க.
Okay, it's being applied like in a very thin layer.
அதிகமா போட்டுறக்கூடாது.
Yeah, in a very thin layer. You should not take too much of it. If not, the screw will not be in place. So just a drop of the paste. So it will avoid the friction, and will hold on to the lights. Now this is the position we have selected to fix the BAGA lights on the upper part of the fork, on the fairing in the upper part of the fork. So what we have done is we have used the clamp, then we have bought in an extra washer here, and we have put a screw over here. So the spacer has been provided over here. We have fixed it over here in order to avoid direct contact with the plastic mold and the light has been in place. So we are going to repeat the same thing on the opposite side. Now we have fixed the lights on both sides, the right and the left, as you can see on the fork. Now we have finished the wiring for the lights. So what we have done is we have taken the lights wire coming from the light, and we have fixed it along with the cable that is connecting to the brakes on both sides. So as you see, it will act as a unit. So when we move the steering, there's not going to be any hindrance, and it is in a free motion. So the same thing we have done on both the sides. So this is the wire, and we have fixed it along with the brake cable, the front brakes, and we have taken it along where up to the under the headlights. So from here as we can see, I'll just remove the steerings. There is free action, so the wire is not getting clogged, or there is no blockage for the movement of the wires. Now we are fixing the switch control for the BAGA lights. So it has been wired in such a way that it is in line with all the switches of the headlight and the wiring of the headlights and the indicators. So it has been we have routed it through the stock line. So there will be no hinges or there will be no variations here. Okay, now we are fixing the switch for the BAGA lights. The switch clamp has also been placed, and the end of the wire has been exposed. So now we are going to tape it. So this is a very crucial process. It's a very what do you say, like this has to be done. Most of the people don't do it. We have to make sure that all the wiring has been covered perfectly. So we are rolling the tape. A lot of people just overlook it, they don't give importance to this. But once when the rain starts hitting, there may be a spark. So in order to avoid that, we are taping it. We are making sure that we do it to perfection. Suppose if you have got access to a sleeve, you can the heat sleeve. So we can use the sleeve also instead of the tape. But since we don't have access to it, we are using the tape. So it works equally good. Now we are removing the screws on the handlebar and we are fixing it. We can move the position which is comfortable to the rider. So anytime you can loosen it and change the position of the switch according to the comfort zone. So we have fixed it here. So since we have removed the screw, the alignment of the whole set is has been moved. So there is a groove over here. So this groove, yeah, it has to be in line with the mark on the handlebar. So you need to make sure take care of this part. So once you remove the screws, the whole set is getting loose. So you have to align it with the mark over here. Okay, make sure you do that. Now the switch has been placed. So this is a removable switch. So you can change the position, like you can keep it vertical and press on, off, or on the horizontal side, like whichever is comfortable. So it depends upon the rider again. So now we are making sure that all the wiring has been tagged properly and it doesn't come in contact with any other parts on the bike. So it has been perfectly tagged, all the wires. Now here we are going to remove the filter because the switch wire and the light wires are coming under the filter. So we need to tag it. If not, it is going to have friction with the filter. So we are going to tag it, and both the wires are going into the stock main. Now we are removing the cap of the filter. Lid, the filter lid. Okay, it's being removed. So there is a screw over here. So you have to remove it very carefully. If not, it's going to break. Okay, so this is the screw. We have fit in the K&N filter. So this filter is washable. This is an accessory. So we have removed the stock and we have fit it because it increases the performance of the bike. We are removing the filters. The throttle bodies are being exposed, the aluminum, as you can see. So these are the filters. So we need to remove the whole filter cover. the lid has been removed. Now we need to remove the other part also, the lower part, in order to make sure that the wires are being tagged. So now we have loosened all the nuts and bolts, and we are removing the lower case of the filter. Is being removed.
From in the breathing.
So the engine breathing line has been exposed, as you can see.
Electric clamps.
The electric clamps, the lower electric clamps.
Sensor lines. Sensor lines.
And those are the sensor lines. So Mr. Shiva is coordinating. So it is a very tedious job. So it has to be done only by a specialist. So you just can't do it as such. So you need to have a first-hand knowledge of what you are doing. So the lower case is being filtered, removed, along with the throttle bodies are being completely exposed now. When we are going to tag both these wires, the switch controls and the light controls from the BAGA. So we have to make sure that the throttle bodies are closed. So it should be completely closed, and no dust or any minute particles you should have an entry into the throttle bodies. So as you can see, these are the stock switches, stock wires that is going to the lights, and the stock wire going to the switches. So this is for the switch and this is for the light. So we are going to tag it now. We are going to tag it along with the main cable, the stock cable.
Wiring harness.
The stock wiring harness, yeah. So this stock wiring harness has all the wires to the lights, to the switches, and all to the indicators. And all the controls, the electrical controls are passing through this. We are going to tag it along with this light switch along with this. So now we have a clear view of the complete wiring. So the stock wiring is coming from the battery, as you can see. From the battery, the wires are being carried out, and here it is being split into for the switches separate, and to the lights and the indicators. So we are fitting the accessory wiring along with the main wiring to keep it in harmony. We are taking the wiring for the cables under the battery. So we are mobilizing the battery now. The battery is being mobilized, and the wire is gone through the sides of the battery. So now there is no hindrance to the wires. So there is ample space to work. So we are routing the wire under all the clamps and nuts, so that it is free. There is free movement and it is well placed. So we have to tag each and every part. All these minute process should be done. So as you can see, all the wiring has been concealed. It is as if all the wires have been vanished. So it is running through the sides. So it is very difficult to see the wires. A clean job has been done. Now we have finished the work with the wiring in the front side. So all the wiring has been routed. Now we are placing back the filter covers and closing the throttle bodies, and it has to be completed. So once we do that, next we will fix the PDM. So now we are going to fix the PDM 60. So the earth line is not needed because we have an earth line along with the bike. So this is the USB cable for downloading the program online. We are going to fix the PDM, and these are the extensions, clamps and clips and the extensions.
Both wiring, I mean connectivity lines.
Now we are fixing the PDM. So these are the wiring connectivity lines, the light switch from the BAGA, and we are going to take the BAGA lights here as well as the horn. So there are the markings like 1 to 6. So you can, as I said, we can fix 6 accessories. So for one, we are going to make use of 1 and 2 for the BAGA lights and the horn. And this is the wire that is going to go to the battery. And the black one is the ground wire. So that is for the earth. The other 6 colors are for the 6 accessories. Now we are going to connect it to the 2 accessories. So it is going to act as a mini computer. So we are not going to interfere with the stock wiring of the headlights and the indicators as such. Now we are finished with the PDM. The PDM has been fixed, and we have used only 2 wires, 2 circuits for one for the horn and one for the lights, and one has been connected to the ground and one has been connected to the power. So the remaining 4 circuits are free. So that has been winded up over here for future use. So now we have when the ignition is on, it takes around 7 seconds for the PDM to get activated. So once the PDM is on, all the lights are in place. So if you find a red light, then it means that there is something wrong. There's a one section is not working, and if it is orange, it means it is inactive. We have fixed the USB port also for charging. So this is the port, and the wiring is over here. So this has also been connected for the charger, and all the lines have been tagged. So without any confusion, all the lines have been tagged perfectly. We have fixed the roots horn on both sides, right and left, removing the original Kawasaki horns. So what we have done is we have used the stock line, the original horn stock line. We have used it and we have split it and placed both the horns using the original stock line, but we have split it. So it was a very innovative technique done by our Mr. Shiva.
Wall cable.
So now as we have exposed the wiring of the bike, we have planned to fix in the TPMS also along with it in order to make it easy for the wiring to be done. So now first we have to take the wiring from the point from where we are going to fix the monitor. So we are going to fix it in the handlebar. So that is a handlebar holder, and from there the wiring is going to be fixed. These are the accessories which will be fixing it later, and that is the mount, flat mount. Now we have planned to fix the flat mount for the TPMS, tire pressure monitoring system. We were looking to fix in the handlebar holder, but it was not feasible. We couldn't find a position to fix it in the Ninja 1000. So now we are going to fix it on the flat mount. The monitor is going to be fixed on the flat mount. So this is the place we have selected to fix with the 3M tape. So it is equally good. So let's see. We are removing the sticker.
Best quality 3M tape.
Best quality 3M. And this is the best quality 3M, and we are going to fix it on the place where that we have selected on the handlebar, the flat front of the handlebar. And you have to first clean it with the 3M cloth. You have to clean it with the 3M cloth. Make sure that there are no dust particles there. and fix it. So once done, it is going to stick it, hold the monitor. So you need to press it to make double sure that it is, there is no swaying or action on it. So it's fixed. Now the flat, we have placed it flat, and now we are fixing the monitor. The TPMS monitor is being fixed. We tried with the clamp of the handlebar holder, but it didn't work out. So it's been fixed. The monitor has been fixed in the facing position, the rider facing position. And now the wiring, we are doing the wiring of it. So as we have exposed the bike for the BAJA lights, so we are doing the wiring along the same line along with the lights. So it again goes with the stock line also. Now we are wiring from the TPMS. So Siva, the collecting. So this is the wire. This is the wire that is with the monitor, and that is the wire that is going. That has to be connected with the main wiring. So that is how you connect it. And after connecting, there are two arrows. So those two arrows on both the wires should interact. Should have the marking should be in place, in line, in order to connect it. And once connected, we are to going to take the wire along with the right side, the right electrical wiring of the stock wiring, right electrical stock wiring side, and we are going to tag it along with the stock wire. We are routing the earth line here in order to make sure it doesn't blink when we hit the indicators or do the throttle. So the earth line has been routed. The main wire from the TPMS has been connected with the ignition switch, so that when you on the bike, it gets on. So normally what they say is to wire the TPMS directly to the battery, but that should not be done because there will be continuous power flow on it. But what we have done is we have given it to the ignition key, so that when we on the bike, the monitor is on. If not, it is off. We have put the earthing line for the TPMS. So once that is done, the other line is gone to the key switch, ignition switch,
Trigger on.
the trigger switch, the trigger switch, and the next to the earth. So when we on the key, the monitor starts blinking, as you can see. Okay, we have not put in the sensor, so once the sensor goes in, then we can record the tire temperature, pressure and temperature. So when you off the key, the monitor is gone.
Cap open.
Now we are fixing the TPMS tire pressure monitor. The jam nut is being fixed. This is the jam nut. It is being fixed. Jam nut is being fixed, and then we are fixing the B for the rear tire, the sensor. So we are fixing the jam nut, and now with the wrench we are tightening it. Yeah, we have tightened it with the wrench.
So
it's fixed.
Hold பண்ணிட்டு தான்.
Yeah, you have to hold it and then tighten it. This is how it goes for the front side also. So now when we on it, the tire pressure will be reflected. So you should not put the wrench in the opposite side. So the correct way of using it is like this. Yeah. Hi friends, don't forget to press the bell icon, like, share and subscribe, and do give a big thumbs up. Thank you very much for watching my videos.